Have you seen the Alien movie?
Yes!
Would you like to play a board game about it?
What? I can?
You can. We're gonna talk about 5 different board games based on the Alien franchise, or at least related to it.
Inspired by it?
So if you want to have that feeling of being in that movie setting,
No,
and not putting your life at risk,
okay.
then play these games.
In this list, there are going to be 2 games that are directly licensed Alien games.
Ooh, exciting stuff. Before we start, there's an important note.
The games we picked are available to purchase, like pretty much you go on Amazon and buy any of these. Yes, there are some games that we're not going to mention that are not available. They're only available in secondhand market for astronomical prices. Do you know why I said astronomical?
Because it's something with space.
You got it. It's a funny joke, I know. The first one is going to be the easiest one to get into and play to, and you can play it with your kids, which I have done, and it's called Alien Fate of Nostromo. This one's based on the first movie. Have you seen the first movie?
Yeah.
No, you're not. What are you doing here?
I'm here for the entertainment.
In Alien Fate of Nostromo, each player picks a character from the movie, and they're trying to accomplish...
Those are the alien sounds. You're trying to accomplish not that happening.
You're trying to accomplish smaller missions, and when you accomplish all those small missions, you're gonna have a big mission that you need to accomplish to win the game. What that mission is, you don't know. It's random. So you go around the ship, trying to collect the necessary things, bring them to necessary places, while avoiding the alien. Because if the alien does catch you, did I mention I played it with my kids? I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
It does not eat you. It just scares you really hard, like baka 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 baka. And you're like, oh, and then your morale full of. It's true. If you would have an alien walk out, you know, you already be scared.
Absolutely.
But imagine him doing baga baga baga, you're like double scared. And if your morale falls down to 0, you all go mad, crazy, the ship explodes, the end, you did not win. But if you manage to accomplish the small missions and then the big mission, you win. If you've played Pandemic, that feels very similar to that feel-wise. Mechanism-wise, it's different. Takes less than an hour play, super easy to get into, and I get to enjoy the Aliens franchise with my kids. This one's a family game. I know it kind of doesn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
An alien, like an R-rated horror movie with bloods and guts. Bloods and guts? With blood and guts?
For those old dads who wanna bring their kids into their hobbies and movies that they like.
Were you talking about me?
Absolutely.
Because you definitely got the old part now.
Yeah. If you want to support us on this journey, creating videos and playing board games, then please do so by becoming our YouTube member. Would be highly appreciated. And if not,
Then become our Patreon. Those are your options. Yes, YouTube, no, Patreon.
let's move on to the next game, which is actually an RPG.
RPG? Like Dungeons and Dragons with aliens?
That's exactly what it is. RPGs are the best way how to really push yourself into those thematic games. Mothership is an RPG that's very dark, very much in space, and very much aliens.
Very much interested.
You as a team go and do missions, and these missions usually are, hey, there's this abandoned ship there, we're not getting any signal from that place.
What can go wrong?
Could you guys just go and check what happened?
Sure. You know, I'll just take a shower here. And put my weapons all here.
Yeah. You don't need those guns, don't take them with you. You will have some objectives, but overall it's a role-playing game where you play your characters who are, you know, a bit foolish. You know, they don't know.
We've seen the movie.
We know that they don't know, you know. But it's super duper deadly. If you have played D&D, then you maybe sometimes will die after lots of checks and lots of unlucky rolls, right? Here, you can die pretty quickly.
How do you come back to life?
Different character. Like you take up a new military guy who's there. There's gonna be twists depending on the game master. But it's everything that you need from an Aliens game, and it's super fun.
Should I continue with an RPG as well?
You should try to do an RPG, because I think your RPG is more aliens than mine.
Oh wait, we lied. Liar! Well, that's part of the Alien universe, because you don't know the secret agendas. Remember when we said there's gonna be 2 games that are based directly on Alien RPG? Yeah, it's 3.
It's 3.
It's 3. Haha, that's how aliens work. There's always hidden agendas, you can't trust anybody, plus there's an alien on top of everything.
Just like in this RPG game.
Aliens, the RPG, is very similar to the Mothership. Its plus is it actually has the license, and it actually has the real aliens, the xenomorphs. In this one, the trickiest part is playing an idiot. But you have to play a foolish person where you have to pretend that going around the spaceship and kicking a can out loud is totally fine and okay, and nothing's going to ever happen to you. You're gonna live forever.
I somehow find playing an idiot always an easy job for me. I don't know.
It's not called playing, it's called living your life. Each player gets a character, and they do have their secret agendas, and plus they're, just doing their space things, going to their space work, exploring their space station, things like that, and trying not to die without, imagining that you can die.
When you watch the movie and you see a guy doing something stupid and like, who would do that? You will do that in this RPG.
Yeah, and you must do that, otherwise it falls apart. Plus, the book itself, if you get the paper version, has a lot of lore about and around the universe. It's like an encyclopedia. If you're an alien fanatic like me, who would never want to be in that situation, you're gonna love the book.
Alright, that's enough of RPGs and role-playing. We want some game pieces and game and rule books and stuff like that. So what you got?
I have... What is it called? Another Glorious Day in the Core?
Yeah.
Aliens, Another Glorious Day in the Core is another board game that is directly licensed in the Aliens, where you play a squad of Marines, and essentially you're playing the second movie. If the Alien Fate of Nostromo is the first movie, this is the second movie. You have a squad of Marines with a lot of weapons. Aliens have no chance. They said aliens? I meant you have no chance to survive. You're gonna die, because they're everywhere. They're in the walls, and they mostly come at night.
This pretty much is the movies in a box. There's the same characters, basically the same storylines and missions. So you really feel like you're playing the movies? And it's fully cooperative, right?
It is fully cooperative. You divide the squad amongst yourselves. There are cool mechanisms that I haven't seen in other games.
What are those cool mechanisms you haven't seen before?
You have your deck, which you use for skill checks and things, but it's also your life, and you don't want it to run out. There's ways you can manipulate it. That creates the tension. Not only the physical board, where you have aliens running around and you have running yourself around and shooting and saving people, but also this little deck right here, which slowly is dripping away and drain.
Where's the deck?
It's very small, it's gone. You're dead.
He didn't bring the game.
I did not. That's why B-rolls exist, right? And if you've seen the second Aliens movie, it recreates a lot of scenes from that movie in a way where you can interact and maybe make some other decisions.
To no one's surprise, the best Aliens board game.
Which is actually not an Aliens board game.
Well, it's not like licensed, but it's pretty much Aliens, the board game. The best one out there. It should have been licensed. This one's locked down, but there's also just regular Nemesis and coming out soon, Nemesis Retaliation. This is the most thematic, the most epic of all these.
The most punishing.
Well, Mothership is somewhere there as well, for sure.
Well, yeah. I think that's part of the universe. If you're going into an Aliens game and thinking, oh, we're gonna win and save the day. No. One of you might.
In Nemesis Lockdown, you find yourself on the base on Mars and try to survive. Because, yes, these aliens are there. And you try to fulfill your own missions.
Your friends might not be your friends.
Yeah, you're playing all these characters that have a bit asymmetric powers. Try to kill aliens, but that won't work as well in the first two games.
They keep coming back, there's a ton of them, but what you're trying to do is you're just trying to escape the facility and complete your objective. Surviving is not enough to win this game. Fulfilling your objective is not enough to win this game. And guess what? Surviving and fulfilling your objective
is not enough to win the game. The first one is very similar, just in the spaceship, with actually less things. So if you haven't played any Nemesis, I would suggest try out the first one for sure. The second one is this Lockdown, where you are on Mars. Very similar things, but there's a bit more mechanisms.
Some people really like the added level of mechanisms and kind of complexity, and some people don't care for it.
Yeah. Third one is all about fighting and combat. You finally are strong enough to shoot back. Go to a base that's destroyed and overrun by aliens and shoot them all, do your mission, try to get out. And it's even more vicious and treacherous because players have even more incentive to stab each other in the back.
You have more incentives.
I had.
So, wait, no, that's not fair to you. You didn't stab us in the back. You just left left us to die.
And won the game. So thank you very much. Wow. Your sacrifice has been noted.
Aliens Retaliation is what Another Glorious Day in the Core is to the Aliens universe. Just using the Nemesis formula DNA.
For me, who doesn't know anything about aliens, super confusing, but what he said. If you want to get really serious thematic game that's super duper punishing, this one said.
Yeah.
We're gonna say goodbye. Thank you for watching.
Which aliens game we should definitely play, because we haven't played them all. People have been watching this video and already typing.
Good.
You must play this game. That is the best aliens game I've played. I want to play it. Please leave it in the comments.